Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be trying some brand new products from Physicians Formula. We have new powders, new blushes, new lip products, new brow products, new shadow, new mascara, kind of new everything. So if you guys want to see what is new from Physicians Formula and what I think, then just keep watching. So I started off my makeup with a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, the dewy one. I've been really liking this one lately. So the first thing we have to try from Physicians Formula are these powders. Now, unfortunately, both of them broke in transit slightly. I'll show you what I mean when I open them. But these are the Butter Believe It pressed powders. They are Muru Butter pressed powders. I have translucent and creamy natural. So like the shade range is a bit limited, but I feel like that's always been the case with Physicians Formula products. It says it's an ultra luxurious translucent pressed powder infused with our exclusive butter blend to deliver a radiant, natural looking glow. Incredibly creamy and soft texture combines the best features of a powder and cream for a lasting, buttery, smooth, skin enhancing finish unlike any other. They both say translucent, so even though one does have a shade, they both say translucent in the description. So let me open it up and show you what I'm talking about. Now, I did think since they launched this collection earlier that they were going to start doing more slim packaging, but I was incorrect. It is still the large bulky packaging that you open up, and then you have a mirror and brush on the bottom, which I never use. But let me show you what I was talking about. It broke. The very top shade, it's kind of like a gradient of shades. The very top shade on both of these broke in transit, so I'm thinking that that's probably the softest shade. You can kind of see here the translucent one, the white powder broke, and in the natural one, the lightest shade broke. And they both have that like butter scent, like the tropical scent that's in their butter bronzers, their butter blush. It's going to be hard for me to swatch them because the lightest shade on both of them kind of broke all over the place. But I will start off. You can kind of see it's getting all over my fingers, but it does feel very silky and smooth. So that is the lightest shade. So you can kind of see the gradient from lightest to darkest. And I did like the lightest shade and then the next two, and the darkest two. I'm not sure if they will swatch well since they are a powder, but they do feel extremely smooth. And this is definitely a palette that would work for my skin tone. You can see brightening and then pretty much down to my skin tone. And then the Creamy Natural one. Creamy Natural has just a slightly deeper range. So here is the first one, and I'll just do them next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to see ever so slightly deeper range on this side than right here. And I'm not sure if you guys can even see the difference. There's a little bit of radiance on my fingers. So I'm going to use the translucent one under the eyes and see how it works to set the under eyes. They're very, very crumbly and soft. Okay, so before it's been set with the setting powder, it's definitely soft. And the shade is okay for me. I feel like it's still a little too deep for me. So I'd have to stay in this top half to really get the perfect shade match for me. And I really like the lighter shades, but since it broke, it's gonna be very hard to get that. Like I really wanna brighten under the eyes. But since that's the shade that broke, I can't really tell. And then let me try Creamy Natural on the other side on my forehead and just see if this shade can work for me as well. It's definitely a deeper shade, so I would only use this one on the perimeter of my face, probably not under the eyes. It would be too dark for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face with this translucent one. So far, so good. In the past, I've liked Physicians Formula powders initially, but then they didn't wear well throughout the day. So we'll see what this one does, but I do like the creamy, silky texture of this one. And it does seem like it is a bit pore blurring as well. Like my cheeks look really nice and smooth, which I like. Next, let's try a lip product. I've been really into lip plumpers lately. I really love the Grande Cosmetics one. I love the Essence one. I love the Buxom ones, which I don't even call them plumping glosses. They're just like tingly mint glosses. But these are the Diamond Plumpers Mineral Wear Lip Plumper. And they sent me 3 shades. They sent me Diamond Marquise, which is just like a clear with silver iridescent glitter in it. We have Champagne Cushion Cut, which is a diamond cut. And we have Brilliant Berry Diamond. I love the design on these. These kind of look like a crystal. Really pretty, and they actually have rainbows. Like my lights are hitting from the side and I'm getting like the rainbow prismatic effect, which is really, really pretty. So I think I'm going to try Champagne Cushion Cut, and we'll see how it compares to other plumping glosses I have tried. Pointed doe foot applicator, peppermint scent, which is what I usually expect in this unless it's cinnamon. The shade is really pretty. Feels very comfortable. I can already feel the minty tingle right off the bat. So I will keep you posted as we continue to play with makeup. Next we have 2, I believe, blush products. Ooh, these are pretty. Not sure if you're gonna be able to see these with the ring light. Can you guys see the designs inside? I will insert close-up pictures for you guys here so you can see how pretty these are up close. We have the Matte Monoi Butter Blush in Mauvey Mattes, which has a beautiful floral pattern all over it. And then we have the Butter Believe It Blush in Pink Sands, which has more of like a wave pattern to it. So without the glare, that's what this one looks like. This one is Mauvey Mattes, which looks really pretty. It's got like a little mustard shade down here too, which might be kind of fun. And then Pink Sands. So you have your light shades, your like deeper shades, more of like a purpley shade. So again, I'm going to try to like swatch individual colors as best as I can. Okay. So this is Pink Sands. Very light, but I guess all swirled together. Kind of nice. Not sure if you guys can even see those shades because they're very, very light. So you've got your like peaches, your light pink. So it's gonna be like a peachy pink tone. And then this one, I really don't even want to touch. It's so pretty, but I will do my best. I'll do the flowers first. Oh, they're so soft. This one's much softer and much more pigmented. Wow. This feels like a cream. Oh my. This one is much creamier, much more pigmented. You can definitely see the 4 shades there. And then the center shade, which is also very soft. It's more of like a plum. Interesting. So if you want a specific color, you can kind of dip into the flower right there. But like swirled all together, I am getting that, which is also very pretty. So of the 2, I'm definitely the most excited about this one. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. I am just going to kind of like swirl in, which will mess up the pattern, but I like all these shades much better. That's a very pretty color, but the only problem with something like this is you may not get a fully uniform color since you might dip differently next time. But so far it looks the same. I should have put one color on one side and one on the other. Poor planning on my part, but if you want like a light peachy pink blush, I would go with the Pink Sands one. If you want more of like a dusty blush, I would say go with this one because it has more of like that gray purple base to it, which I think personally is really, really pretty. And if you have deeper skin tones, you can definitely go into one of the brighter flowers for a brighter color. So I really like that. I think that's really fun. So far we've got 2 wins. Three wins. So let's keep it up. Next we have a brow product. This is the Butter Palm Feathered Micro Brow Pen. Microblade Effect. which I personally have been really loving lately. It looks like this. An ultra precise, transfer resistant, smudge resistant, budge resistant micro brow pen infused with keratin and our exclusive butter blend delivers full feathered microblade like results without the cost or commitment. Incredibly weightless formula and micro brush tip combine to create realistic hair-like strokes with precise application. The packaging is really pretty. Looks pretty pigmented, so I'm okay with that. I forgot to mention the blushes are more like mature perfume versus the powders, which are the standard Physicians Formula Butter Tropical Scent. So I just started sneezing and I'm wondering if it's from the blush scent. Anyway, moving on to brows. All right, that was very easy. It applied over makeup very easily. It might be a hair dark for me. This is in the shade Universal Brown. Again, like the shade range is a little limited on some of these products, but I think it looks nice. So we have before and then after, just a little bit more defined, a little bit more precise. All right, nice and feathered. I like this. This will probably be going in my brow rotation. Nice job, Physicians Formula. The lip product definitely seems like it got juicier, but it didn't get more painful. It's just a little bit of tingle in the beginning, and that was it. These do look really juicy, and honestly, I do think it plumped my lips. They look much fuller. More plump, less pain. I'm all for it. Next, we have two shadow palettes, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have not been a big fan of Physicians Formula shadows in the past, so I'm a little hesitant to try these. This one looks like it's two matte browns and a bunch of shimmers, and this one looks like it is all mattes. But we will try them for you guys. Here's the first shadow palette. It did break a little bit in transit. They're a very, very soft formula. This is just the Butter Believe It shadow, and this is the matte monoi shadow. Let's start off with the matte one. Looks like that inside. I do remember loving their creamy white matte, so if this is the same formula, ooh, it might be, then sign me up. And I wish they had sold it in a single because it was that amazing. Yep, it looks like it is. So here are 4 of the shades, and finally the blackish one, which looks really nice. Like this might be a great like eye base palette, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get a full look with this. It's just kind of like, I don't know, uninspiring, but I definitely will be using this shade to set my eyes. And then the Butter Believe It palette, you can see the shimmers in there. Okay, well, they look very pretty. Let's do over here. Pretty, nice, nice. All right, these look a bit more promising than the shadows from them in the past that I've tried, where I just felt like they were patchy, but we'll see what happens on the eyes. I have 2 more shades here. Ooh, like a gunmetal and a matte brown. All right, so this one looks a lot more exciting to me than this one, but we'll use the 2 together and see what we can get. See how it just brightens up the eye? That's what I liked about the formula last time. Let's go in with this olive shade here in the outer corner. This is what I remember about Physicians Formula shadows. They required a lot of building and they would be patchy. This one's not patchy, it's pretty smooth. All right, those mattes actually blended out really well, so I guess they have improved their formula quite a bit. Still requires a bit of blending. They're like lighter pigmentation shadows, so they're a bit more forgiving. So if you are a beginner, I would suggest starting with something like this where the shades aren't too intense, they will blend into each other. They're all very soft shades. I like that so far. Now I want to try some of these metallics. I really want to try these two right here. So I think I'm going to use the bright, like rose gold one in the center of the lid, and then the green one towards the outer edge. And they swatch so well with the finger, I am just going to apply them with my finger dry. Should we see how intense we can get it with a setting spray? Oh, it's like metallic. My nails are so long, I'm gonna have to go in with my little stumpy one where my nail broke off. Wow, that's pretty. And that's dry, guys. Really pretty. Okay, then I'm going to take the darkest brown here and just deepen up the outer lash line area right here. Okay, so all in all, I have to say I am pleasantly surprised by these shadows. I didn't even want to try them, but I'm glad I did. I'm definitely going to be using these for my setting and brightening shades. And these metallics in here are really beautiful. So I will definitely continue to play with these. I was wrong to judge them based on their predecessors. These are quite good. Let me just pop on a little bronzer real quick because that's the only thing that's missing from my face right now. Okay guys, so the only thing left to try that is new from Physicians Formula is the Mineral Wear Diamond Mascara. In the past, I've also not been a fan of their mascaras, but it says this one lengthens, lifts, and separates. So again, here is what it looks like. It's a similar shape to this, so I can kind of see what they're going with this theme, I guess. Diamonds, crystals. You can kind of see the shape. It's kind of neat. But is the mascara good? That's what matters. This is what the wand looks like. It is curved and it has different types of bristles on the top and the bottom. I feel like the bottom, they're a lot smaller and closer together. And the top, they're a bit longer and more spread out. So normally you use the curved side first to get to the base of the lashes. Then you flip over and brush up. So we'll see if that's also the case with this mascara. It's a little bit pokey, like I can feel it hitting my eyelids. Similar to the, I want to say the Urban Decay Lash Freak one, like it's rubber, it's not bristle. Yeah, like it's almost like a brush on your eyelid. I mean, it's doing a nice job. I wouldn't necessarily say it's separating that much. It's definitely lifting and lengthening. I'm still working with it. I like it more than other mascaras I've tried lately. I just don't like the pokey brush hitting my tight line, but it does look really nice. Lately, I feel like a lot of mascaras have been making my lower lashes look fantastic, which is unusual. I've got this like really long one right here, and then the rest are pretty short. Perhaps some of my eyelash serum is like seeping into the bottom while I'm sleeping, which I'm okay with. It's just kind of funny. So that does look really nice. So before and after, it did lift. Let's do the other eye and see if my thoughts change. Okay, so Physicians Formula is making me eat my words in this video. I was not previously a fan of their shadows. This time around, I like them. I was not previously a fan of their mascaras. This time, I like it. Now, does it smudge? Does it transfer? Does it flake? I don't know yet. I will put that information right here when I'm editing, because usually between the time I film and the time I post, there's at least a couple weeks in between where I am still trying out the products, so I can give you an update on that. I like the packaging. It's like weighted and a little bit heavier. It's a very fun design. I don't know. I think my lashes look really nice, and I only had to dip in once per eye. So you get a decent amount of product, but it's also not clumping. I don't like this spiky feel when I'm applying it, but it's not painful and it's not objectionable. So I can definitely deal with it to get this result. And I also like that it didn't smudge to my lid. Like I don't have any mascara on my lid. So it's a drier formula, so it made it a lot easier to apply, a lot less messy. So all in all, I think this is a very successful video. I think that Physicians Formula is stepping up their game. The powder is beautiful, the blush is beautiful, the shadow, the mascara, the brow product, the lip product. I mean, these are really good. So I am very impressed with the new things that they've launched. Let me know if there's anything you guys have tried. What have you thought? First impressions, definitely a win for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.